What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Man Talks with Mostafa. Today's message is all about the mind and body connection as a man. The man is the one who is able to withstand high amounts of pressure without reacting to it. What do I mean by that? As a man, you have to be able to feel everything that's going on around you, everything that's going on inside of you, and not react to it. It's not about suppressing your feelings and your emotions as a man. It's actually quite unhealthy to do that. It's instead more healthy for you to experience those emotions, but learn to control your outward reaction to that. That's what you can control. Every idea is represented as a bodily sensation. Everything you think, whether it's an image that flashes through your mind or words playing audibly in your mind or a feeling about something, all of that is going on inside of you, a reaction to what you see from the external information, hearing the words I'm saying, all of these are creating some kind of bodily sensation. It's not that you're supposed to try not to feel anything as a man and numb yourself to feeling those sensations. It's actually about feeling everything and learning not to react to it unless it's absolutely appropriate. If you are a bodyguard or if you are a security guard or a police officer and you had the power to do some damage to those around you, if you were reactive, that's why it takes some kind of restraint as someone who wields power. Anyone who's in a position of power has to be extremely masculine, because what masculinity is the ability not to react immediately or impulsively. Instead, it's about taking in all that information, sensing it, and then acting appropriately at the appropriate level, not lashing out in anger, not reacting in fight or flight or freeze, but rather taking it in and then appropriately reacting. And sometimes that means not moving at all, or moving at a certain pace, or moving in a certain way that makes sense for that situation. Sometimes somebody might come at you in a very strong way, and you have to understand maybe they're mentally challenged, they don't mean any harm, and they're not necessarily in a position to harm you. For example, you know, you're a lot bigger than them, a lot stronger than them. Sometimes if someone's trying to threaten you, the best thing you can do as a man is not to react until that threat gets to a certain threshold where it can harm you or where it does actually harm you. So like a police officer, they won't do anything unless you touch them. If you so much as touch them, they now have the power to be able to exercise their power. But if you just go up to them and start yelling at them or speaking rudely to them, a good police officer would have some restraint and they won't move. They'll be like a stone brick wall until something so much as your spit gets on them, and then they will unleash pain on you, right? And so that's what it means to be masculine, is not to react until it's absolutely necessary, where it reaches a specific threshold or a specific point that you have already predetermined, as once somebody touches me, it's all over. That's what it means to be masculine. Let's talk about how that applies to women and how you deal with relationships. Women will always test you. She is always going to try to poke fun at you and try to pull away from you and try to do things to emasculate you. But as a man, she will only respect you if you are unaffected by those things. However, if you react, if you become upset emotionally, or if you start to act differently than you normally do, then suddenly she's going to lose respect because you've lost your masculine poise. So it's really all about taking it in, processing it, and not reacting to it unless it's absolutely necessary and appropriate based on your standards. So masculinity is about non-reactivity and about restraint than it is about numbing and suppressing, right, guys? So I hope this message was helpful to you. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that I know to make more videos like this one for you.